Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, misfits of all ages, this is Paul. This is the Rant Supply Podcast. Today is Sunday, whatever the hell is the date, I really don't care. This is an extra special while on the drive episode of the Rant Supply Podcast. I'm driving through beautiful northern Minnesota. I have the luxury of living in this area, so I get to see it and all of its greenery when it's nice. You know, there's a whole month and a half out of a year that it is nice. Actually, it's about 3. Otherwise, it's rainy, cold, and then we have our half year worth of winter, which is, you may like how snow looks, you may think that it's beautiful and everything. I'll tell you what, man, there's something just oppressive about living in the tundra for 6 months out of a year. It's just insane. But there are a lot of great things about this state. I'm trying to see the positive, because being that I don't really have... There's some things that I'm going to say that are kind of negative just because of my nature and stuff. But okay, so I'm going to talk a little bit about assholes and douchebags in the world. And main top of the list, let's go with YouTube, the Google. Now, I love YouTube. I do. I love YouTube. I think YouTube, I love the platform. But since YouTube decided to become politically motivated, they're assholes. They're just douchebags. It's just, you know what? Everyone loved YouTube, and YouTube just rose to an unprecedented and unequaled level because of what the platform is. It's like, hey, you want to throw some shit on here? You want to throw some videos on here? Go ahead. Now, mind you, I've never made a YouTube video. I don't know, I guess I have a little bit of a phobia about it, to be completely brutally honest. I don't know. It scares me, bruh. But, you know. So, but I have to manually, because of the platform that I do this podcast on, I have to manually upload it to YouTube if I want it to be there. And I've only manually uploaded a few different episodes. And then it ends up being split into like 6 parts or some horse shit. But so the other day, I had done a podcast and I had uploaded it, and I had gotten a fucking email from YouTube that it had been deleted. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, wonderful. And so I believe that because this is a fly-by-night operation for show. I don't script anything. I don't even really, I prepare nothing. I don't really know what I'm going to talk about. I just that's why it's called the Rant Supply, because I turn on the mic, I start going. That's about it. So professional quality, we are not. And when I say we, I mean the royal we, as in me, moi, I. Anyway. So I got that fucking email that YouTube, in their infinite wisdom, decided to delete my shit. And it's like, all it did was make me want to make a YouTube video just railing against YouTube and railing against the childishness of any fucking company that can't handle any opinion or any discussion that is in opposition to their viewpoint. It's like, okay, we get it. You're a bunch of liberal fucking bastards. Understood. 10-4, good buddy. Just, douche boxery of the highest magnitude. Unfucking real. Oh man, just I'm not sure why. I mean, there's certainly no copyright. There may be copyright things on there, because I believe that the title of it was Holy Hypocrisy, Batman. Israel is right, Iran and Hamas are wrong, I think was the full title. And that's available on all your major outlets: iTunes, Spreaker. I don't really know what else. But you can check it out. Pretty sure it's on... I don't know where the hell... I don't know where this goes. Like I said, I'm a guy sitting in the shadows, yelling out to the shadows to a bunch of people in the fucking shadows. And that's just how it is. But anyway, so that's item number one on the list of douchebags and assholes is YouTube. And, you know, of course, their parent company, the always so objective fucking Google, who Google, if you hadn't noticed, is the only company that comes close to being as, I don't know, as intrusive and as disrespectful of your privacy as Google is the monstrosity that is Facebook. That fucking company, oh my God. You know, Facebook, it monitors you even if you don't have your Facebook app going. Did you know that? On your phone, your phonages, your Android, Apple, or whatever the hell device you got. It's just disturbing. And of course, you know, there's so many different alternatives to those two varieties. I remember when Android came out, and I thought it was great, and I still think it is fantastic. I think it's fantastic because if you did not know, Android is based on a Linux platform, and it's an open source platform, okay? And that's why, one of the reasons why I love Android is because it's not like Apple, where you have to get approval from the gods at Apple to have your app approved to be used by Apple or blah blah blah. You don't have to go to the iTunes store, or iTunes or whatever the fuck, and pay them for your music. You can actually go to other places to get your music. You know what I mean? It's the I have a real problem with any type of monopolies or megalopolies, which are what Google and Android and Apple truly are. Yeah. Let's see, who else are assholes? Well, a lot of people are assholes. I mean, let's just get used to it. People suck. Not you. I mean, you're fucking fantastic. You're amazing. You are handsome if you're a man. You're beautiful if a woman. You have the highest intellect. Oh my goodness, you're sharp motherfucker. Anyway, let's see, what else do we got? Oh, well, I did want to bring up, so let's talk about white privilege, shall we? Because hey, it's such an incontroversial, non-controversial issue. So, what the hell is the name of the Salisbury University? Salisbury University has now a class which is required for an education degree. I think it's an elementary education degree, so it's either way you need this class to be a teacher. And in this class, the teacher, in their infinite wisdom, this is an asshole or douchebag or just simply a frickin', I don't know, a delusionally, morally frickin' superior D-bag who has decided to put the pyramid of white privilege as a topic, a required topic in a required class for fucking school teachers to teach our children. Because white privilege is so incontrovertible. Let me tell you what. Now, Tucker Carlson is fun to watch. If you don't know who Tucker Carlson is on Fox News, and he brought up in an interview with someone about the topic of white privilege and about the topic of white people. And there's another school, and I don't even know, I think it's in Colorado, I'm not sure. But in the similar vein as the Salisbury University issue, in this school, the teacher has they had assigned an assignment to the students, to where they would document their observations of white some bullshit, like I can't even, I'm trying to figure out how they worded it, but basically the white experience. And the thing about that is, observing the white experience in their daily lives or whatever. And the thing about that is what the connotations there were. And so they're talking about things like superficial. Yeah, I'm dumb. I get it. Superficiality. Okay. So apparently all white people are superficial. On top of that, and this isn't, I didn't say this. This is coming from that. Something about how not only are white people superficial, but apparently we financially exploit other races and basically whatever we can. So I know I'm living high on the hog. How about you? I mean, I've got all my servants coming and buffing my toes and flossing my fucking fingers, and it's just, you know what? Fuck you. Right in the face, right in the mouth. I hope you get cancer on the stem of your fucking brain if you can't get past the idea that, guess what? You know what the civil rights movement was about? It's about a basic concept. It's not about one side or the other. The idea that you have to have one side or the other, one side is good, the other side is bad, is a childish, infantile idea. And if you don't believe that it's childish and infantile, you, sir, madam, sir, zen, Zoe, I don't give a fuck what you are childish and infantile. Because bottom line, my experience as a white male may not in any way reflect your experience as a Pakistani female, or a black male, or a Chinese female, or whatever you are, or it doesn't matter to me. It may not reflect that. But you, being in your position, can no more objectively comment on what it's like to be me than I can objectively... Again, I'm having strokes here, I'm sorry. Objectively comment on what it's like to be you. And if you think you can, you are an idiot. You seriously should not talk. Because it is hypocrisy and it is stupidity. And there's just no getting around that. And that's my biggest problem. Because the same people who claim that you can at will change your gender whenever you want, without any physical alteration necessary at all, you can just, fuck, I'm a chick now. Alright, cool. At the same time, where you can just do that, where your gender, which has substantially more identifying fucking properties in a human being than race does, you can change your gender at will. You're not beholden to whatever gender you were born as. It just doesn't matter. But at the same time, if you're white, you need to hang your head in shame. You need to walk around realizing that you're scum of the earth because of what people who share the same fucking hue with you have done in the past. And I say that because of the fact that I'm from Minnesota originally, and my ancestors all came from, they're all European, but most of them came from Finland. Try to point to some Finnish slave owners for me, because yeah, not a lot to be had. And in my lineage, none. Zero. None. My ancestors didn't have slaves. Do I get a pass? No. Why? Because my skin happens to reflect a similar amount of solar fucking rays as people who thought